So hi, yeah, this is David Tinsdale Hughes, also known as Past Pre oh 04 David Hughes, and these days and also can be known as David and or David Tunsman Newith Hewell. Here I am to talk about and discuss the past, the present, and the progress and future of the returns featuring David M.T. Huggs. Yeah, okay, bringing it to you now and just chatting away. Here I come with, yeah, well, we've got 200 plus out there in out the tin and straight into YouTube. Response hasn't been that good. I really sort of never expected at the beginnings to really sort of catch like wildfire, but we have had some looks and some listens, and I pipped over the 170 level on my Ooh Noella. Last year's Christmas song, which not bad for last year, but I've had one view of it this year, so that picked me up to 170. But that's about as far as it's been. Some pushing the 100 number, few over, but most hovering sub 10, or there or thereabouts. Some around 30, but you know. It's a mixed bag, and just a bit like the singing, it's a bit up and down. It's a bit raw, it's a bit vague. It's a bit how I expected it to be and how I thought it might be to begin with. I'm working on it. I think I ebbed forward a little bit in the last few that's come out. The one that I've just released, Darkness and Disease, was it's not quite what I wanted. I just wanted that haunting graveyard mix that I'm aiming for at the moment. I think I'm sort of getting it, but I have switched on the new digital um, Arturia keyboard today, yesterday, or well, a couple of days ago, I'll be honest. But I don't seem to be fixed up with the free software that was due to come with it, so it's just a box of flashing lights at the moment and a few keys. But we'll get there. I'll phone the company up and get the disc sent, or plug in online and tap into Artoria's site and try and upload some software. But anyway, that's a bit of a problem at the moment because I was feeling quite musically artistic the other day and thought I'd get some real heavy vibey keyboard stuff going. That was, and then I turned to the electric car guitar and did. God, now I can't remember. I've put a few out this week. I'm up to about seven, and I've written 16 tracks that I haven't recorded yet. But we're just getting in there. But um, what was it? Not that it matters. It was the electric guitar one that was a bit iffy and offy and a bit all over the show. But that's how it was meant to be. It was, anyway. There you go. Look online and seek me on YouTube and have a listen. The returns featuring David M.T. Huggs, what I'm on about. Anyway, the returns featuring David M.T. Huggs, spelled F.T., and sometimes it's by and sometimes it's fire and stuff. I mix it up a bit. But there you go. And I have been listening to Gary Newman, and I'm sort of getting back into the Newman scene. Really, really, really sort of, as I always did, like the electric vibes. I'm a bit hooked on the electronic stuff, the electro mixes, and particularly retro 80s. But we'll get there, and I'm warming up on the musical instruments. It's taking a time. I have got other things going on in life, like business and all sorts of stuff that I'm just ramping up with, and voluntary work as director again, just to hopefully getting paid at some point for something, so I can get myself off the benefits and back into life and work. But I could be off them sooner rather than later because they're trying to get me on a compliance notice and being very nasty and naughty just before Christmas. And also the local authority are trying to evict me, or might be evicting me from the property. But that's life. This is about the fourth year I've been faced with it, or the fifth, and I've been here for 4 or 5 years. So they seem to do it every Christmas, just to let me know how cruel and perversely obscene they all are and evil. But anyway, that's just another comment. I have been ill, I have been unwell, and that's impeded me in every part of my life and has done it, caused me much suffering. But musically, it's going pretty much as I expected. I am ebbing just that little bit forward. I am remembering how to sing, and it will come back to me. It takes time. I haven't sang, and I certainly, I competed okay when I was a kid, but that was when I was 7 or 8 and 9, and in the choir and stuff, and bit of confidence problem back then that I didn't actually get to the finals. But international competition, I did a right, got to the fourth round and bombed it out on a bit of nerves. But there you go, that's life. We got there with the folk singing and did one final, but. Anyway, that's another story altogether. But my passion is with music. I love my music, and okay, it's not right yet. I'm not there. I know I'm not. And if I ever get there and I get myself back online, then I know, and that the numbers will grow, and the popularity might come. But it's a story, and it's a progressive story that I wanted to put out there, and I wanted to show to the world. If I do ever get something good out, that it can start from real rarity and work its way up and build up like everything can in life. So you know there's the call, and there's the key. So I hope you're enjoying it a little bit. I would appreciate some more following and some more listens and likes and watches of the stuff. Just because I put a lot of time and effort into it, like all artists and like all musicians and like all professionals. But and we only actually do it and put it out there. Okay, we sort of enjoy it a bit, but it is work, and to an extent, as much as it's a hobby and what we enjoy doing. But we do put it out there so people will listen and perhaps get the vibe and get the scene, and hopefully catch on at some point. Okay, cheers, bye.